A Silver City-Wismar Linden family remains in a state of mourning following the sudden death of their newborn baby boy on January 14 at the Linden Hospital Complex in Linden. More than a week later, the father, Colin Allen, met with the officials of the hospital who attempted to explain to him how his healthy, full-term baby died in childbirth.
Most of the questions I asked the doctors, I did not get an answer to them. They didn't actually answer my questions. Things like what time the baby died, who were the doctors in charge, questions like several questions I find I didn't get an answer to.
The man said he met with 4 doctors, one of them being Cuban, who tried her best to explain even more than the English-speaking doctors. Allen said the doctors who attended the meeting were not the ones who were in the delivery room during the baby's birth. He said the doctors told him that the baby drank meconium fluid. According to Stanford's Children's website, meconium is the baby's first feces, which is sticky, thick, and dark green, and is typically passed in the womb during early pregnancy and again in the first few days after birth. According to the website, before or during labor, the fetus sometimes passes the meconium fluid into the amniotic fluid. It may be a natural event, but it is also thought to be related to fetal distress in some babies.
The baby drank up a lot of that. And I said, why the baby drank? Why the baby missed? Is it because the baby was in stress? And they said, yes, the baby was in stress. So I wanted to know why the baby was in stress. What time, the baby was in stress. A lot of the questions, they were not being answered.
Allen said he is also in contact with his lawyer in order to determine a way forward, including a possible lawsuit against the hospital. He said he made several attempts to contact the Minister of Public Health, but this was futile.
Well, I'm not finished here. I'm really going to dig into this, because something is wrong with our people, I would want to say, because if a Spanish-speaking individual, she's not from here, and she's trying to speak English, and you have the English people speaking that's not explaining, they're speaking Spanish because they're not explaining themselves to me. You understand? One of the doctors said, if there's no further question, because I said, so after this, what's going to be?
According to Allen, the doctors in the meeting maintained that they followed standard operating procedure in delivering the baby via cesarean, but he believes this is far from the truth.
They know that things didn't went right. They told me that they follow standard procedure, but how could you follow standard procedure when the baby was coming breech? He was coming by his butt. This guy looks like he's much more than 10 pounds or more. He's a big baby. He was coming by his butt. How can you take a mother in the delivery room to bring out a baby that is coming breech from his butt area? It's impossible, right? And one of the doctors telling me, yes, you can deliver a breech baby, but not by the buttocks. All right? So, a lot of the questions, it didn't make sense, but they were trying to tell me, they follow standard procedure.
Allen said his wife remains traumatized about the situation and is still grieving.
She cried for most of the session, because it's not easy. It's not easy. It's real rough. It's real hard on her, but, I'm there for my wife because that's all I could do. I could just be there for her.
37-year-old Marceline Allen had no complications during her pregnancy and was admitted into the public hospital a day before she delivered. The couple, who have a 33-year-old daughter, believes that the doctors and nurses were negligent. Attempts made by Newsroom to contact the Linden Hospital again proved futile. Reporting for the Newsroom, Colwyn Abrams.